The Big Talker, KIUL. Good morning, Southwest Kansas. It's Mid-America in the Morning. Hour number 2 of the program this hour is driven by Western Motor, shopwesternmotor.com, shopwesternmotor.com. We will talk to Police Chief Courtney Pruitt coming up in at 7:40 right now, though. We're talking with Tanner Lucas from Western Motor. Tanner, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Bill. How are you doing today, man?
Doing wonderfully. So you have some fun cleaning off some cars yesterday of some snow, I imagine. I'm sure that was a lot of fun yesterday, I'm sure.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
We got to get a lot of snow taken out of the parking lot.
How was that? I'm sure that was just a blast too.
Well, man, people don't ever think about the fact that, when you get as much snow as we got, you have to take all the cars and you have to get them uncovered, and then you have the parking lot issues, and you have, it's kind of a logistical nightmare to try to get a great big, a great big implement in here to clear everything out.
Yeah. So,
but it was beautiful. We needed the moisture.
Yeah, we did. We did need the moisture for sure. 100%. Did we need that? But yeah, no. This is more snow. Like even being from Chicago, this is more snow than I've seen in a long time, because the past few winters back there haven't been anything. It's been cold, but it had no snow, like hardly any snow at all. So this is like going back to my childhood, this is nothing. My goodness, you get 7 inches of snow on a few times a winter, except for the past handful of winters. But yeah, it's nice, it's needed, but it can cause some problems. It can cause some problems. That's for sure.
It can cause some issues, for sure. But we'll take it.
Yes, most definitely. So I'd like to spend some time talking about the engine and transmission program. We've kind of brought it up a little bit, but haven't really gone in depth on it. So kind of outline this program that we've spent some time talking about, but haven't really gone in depth on.
Well, sure. It's one of those things that I think we probably should do a little bit better job talking about, which is probably why we're talking about it now. But here's the thing, at Western Motor, we don't just want to help you find the right vehicle to fit your needs. We want to help you take care of that vehicle for as long as you own it. So anytime you buy a brand new vehicle from Western Motor or Western Honda, and select pre-owned vehicles that are under 45,000 miles, you're eligible to participate in the engine and in the transmission program. Now, it's important to understand that this is part of the price of the car. It's not in addition to, it's just something that it's a way for us to kind of guarantee our vehicles without having to pass that guarantee cost on to the consumer, which is kind of an industry standard. So what that program covers is all the engine and the transmission repair or replacement work for as long as you own the vehicle and participate regularly in scheduled services. So it doesn't matter whether you own that vehicle for 300,000 miles, right? As long as you participated in those services with us, we'll take care of the engine and the transmission.
Which is unbelievable. Like to have an offering like that. I've lived in a lot of places. I've never seen anything like this before.
I've worked in a lot of places too, Bill, and this is the first time I've ever seen any kind of program that's part of the price of the car.
That's insane.
It really is. And so there's kind of a rubric that we like to follow.
Okay.
Now, understand that each of these vehicles has its own unique service schedule, but if we're talking about sort of a 30,000-foot view here, here's kind of what you can expect in terms of the service schedule. Okay. And of course you would do it through our Western Motor Service Department, but you'd be looking at your oil changes every 5,000 miles, a transmission flush every 45,000 miles, a differential flush. Now, not all vehicles are equipped with that, but if they are, every 45,000 miles, spark plug replacements at 90,000 miles, and then your coolant flush every 5 years. So really not a ton of work there, right?
No.
Just basic maintenance, essentially. So that's kind of what you'd be looking at with regard to servicing your vehicle and being able to participate in that program. Now, you might be asking yourself, how do we know at Western Motor that, your vehicle qualifies? So, after the purchasing process has happened, customers receive a little one-way, your-way membership sticker on their vehicle. Typically, it's right below the VIN on the front windshield. And then what that does is it signifies to our service team that customer participates in the engine and the transmission program. It's super easy to do. We like to help, do that as much as possible. Help our customers do that as much as possible. So it's something that's a really cool program. And here's the thing, even with all these services, it's done by our GM and Honda certified techs, right? So, you've got people who really know what they're doing in our service department taking care of our vehicles, because I'll put those guys up against anybody.
Most definitely. And again, to be able to offer something like this is what separates Western Motor from the rest of the competition. I think is this program, and there's other things as well, obviously, but this program is one of, as you said. This is one of a kind. This is something that you're not going to see in dealerships across the country, let alone here in Western Kansas.
Yeah, very, very rare. And it's something that we're really proud of, and I think it sort of goes back to, our commitment to our customers and our community. We want to be there for you as a customer when you buy a car here.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what's so awesome about Western Motor and about the team that is there. You do become kind of like a family once you it's great. It's awesome. It's wonderful, and it's been great to get to know all of you. And again, this program is just this is just insane. This program is
it's very unique.
It's unbelievable. It's so cool. It's so unbelievably cool. And between now and the end of March, as is talked about a lot, the sales tax is kind of dropped ever so slightly for a few months before it goes back up to 8.95%, which is the usual rate, because of the Horse Thief Reservoir has dropped off, and then voters approved another one that will go into effect April 1. That'll bump it back up. So get a little bit of savings between now and the end of March if you buy a vehicle.
Yeah, right. How often do taxes drop, Bill?
Never.
Very rarely.
Very rarely.
This is the first time I remember it happening in a while.
Yeah, and so that's something else to keep in mind as you get ready to shop for a vehicle or looking for a vehicle. And maybe I'm crazy, but it does seem I've been down by the lots, the Western Motor lots, a variety of times over the past few weeks, many times, and it does seem like they're a little more crowded. A little more crowded than they have been recently, and I think I even saw some car drop offs as well. So, is it picking up a little bit? You're getting more vehicles on the lot. It seems like it from the road, at least.
Yeah, we certainly are. I think we're starting to see more and more Hondas come in.
Good.
Certainly on the GM side, we've got the lists available, and as you're aware, Bill, and as we talk about continuously, if you are a customer who's interested in a brand new half-ton, three-quarter-ton, one-ton type pickup, a Yukon, some of those types of vehicles, get on our list because that's the way that you are going to be able to get a hold of those. So the new side still presents some challenges, but I think that's kind of loosening up a little bit.
Okay.
Certainly on the used side, we've been really focusing on finding high quality vehicles that we and certainly our customers can find value in.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we're selling right now is under, under book in
Mm-hmm.
terms of what the market dictates currently, which I think is, again, kind of going back to the engine and transmission program, is certainly rare in the industry that we're actually selling things under value. But we have one vehicle in particular that is just an amazing find, and there's quite literally, it's the only used vehicle of this type in a 250-mile radius. So we have this week a red 2019 Lincoln Nautilus Black Label, and for those of you not familiar with the Lincoln trim levels, the Black Label is it's the one to have. Now, the Nautilus is it is sort of Lincoln's version of the Explorer. So it's a mid-sized luxury SUV. It's got all-wheel drive, hard-loaded navigation, heated seats, cooled seats, mirrors, lane departure, power liftgate, power moonroof, all of the Lincoln sort of stylings, which are very unique. 55 decibels in the cabin itself. So the exterior noise does not go over that decibel point because it's got speakers that put out white noise and noise canceling technology. So it's an incredibly rare find. We have this vehicle priced this week for $46,988. It books at over $50,000. But we've got it priced at $46,988, and it just came in.
Wow. I'm not as familiar with Lincolns as I am with some others, but I do know the Black Label. I have heard the Black Label, and I know Nautilus is a very, very popular car, extremely popular car, and to have it priced $3,000 plus below sticker in this market is a little insane. It's awesome. It's great.
It's unique. It's unique, Bill.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. What else? What else is going on? What else do folks need to know as we wrap up here today? What else is going on at Western Motor? Folks need to know about.
We're here. We're open. Obviously, if someone's in the market for a new car, there are additional savings. The trade market is high right now, even if the sales market is as well. We've got a very narrow window, with the sales tax reduction that you can achieve additional savings. We've got the, engine and transmission protection program that goes on. The one thing that I want people to know all the time is that our goal is to provide you value. I know we're lighthearted here, but it is no joke when we say it's one way, your way here at Western Motor. We want our customers to feel like they're getting the best service and the best customer experience they can possibly get anytime they purchase a vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is so true, and as I have learned in my year plus here, that is extremely, extremely accurate. Tanner, thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate your time today.
It's Mid-America in the Morning, the Big Talker KIOL. Much more to come on the program, including Police Chief Courtney Pruitt. Next, it's Mid-America in the Morning, the Big Talker KIOL.